Meridian, Idaho can be split into two, North and South Meridian, but which one is better?
Who knows?
If you've narrowed your search down to Meridian, Idaho on where you want to live, it may be time to figure out where exactly in Meridian you want to live.
This is hard!
So let's talk about the difference between North Meridian and South Meridian and see some of the housing, some of the amenities and things to do so that you can narrow your search down even further and decide which part of Meridian is going to be a better fit for you. North Meridian is going to be everything north of I-84. So this is going to be the bulk of Meridian and where most of everything is going to be. And then South Meridian is going to be everything south of I-84. The traffic and the commutes, comparing the two, in North Meridian, because it's the bulk of where everything is at and where a lot of growth has happened, a lot of the traffic is going to be a lot worse.
Always traffic, always traffic.
In the North Meridian area, especially around Eagle Road, 10 Mile Road, Meridian Road. Eagle Road's actually one of the busiest streets in the entire state. And so a lot of congestion just happens because there's so many people congregated in North Meridian. South Meridian, the traffic is not going to be quite as bad.
Traffic, no more traffic.
Because it is a little bit newer development, but mostly residential. It's going to be south of everything, so there's not as much to do in South Meridian, so your traffic's going to be a little bit better. It can get a little crammed around the Eagle Road exit and once you get to the interstate, but once you get past Overland and you keep going south, the traffic's not nearly as bad and you're not going to have to deal with a lot of that congestion that you do in North Meridian. My name is Brady Fagel. I am a local realtor in the Boise area, and I love helping people relocate to the Treasure Valley. I post 2 videos a week, so if you haven't subscribed to stay up to date, if you are relocated and you have any questions or concerns, or you just want to chat, I'd love to get a text or a call from you to sit down, get to know you, get to know your life story and why you want to move here to help narrow down your search. Shoot me a text anytime, or if it's more convenient for you, there's a link in the description. You can book a call with me and I'll give you a call at your convenience. But let's get right back into the difference between North and South Meridian. Now, the amenities and things to do in North Meridian, you just have a lot more things. You have Eagle Road, which has a lot of your shopping centers, your restaurants. It has the Village, which is a really popular destination. There's lots of shopping centers and restaurants there. You have In-N-Out coming in, Chick-fil-A, Nike, Boise Co-op, and then you have Kleiner Park at the Village. And then in that same intersection, you have Walmart and Albertsons Market Street and more shopping centers and more restaurants. Along Eagle Road, you continue, you have Trader Joe's, you have Home Depot, you have Costa Vida, you have Kohl's, you have Dick's Sporting Goods, you have Target. So a lot of things to do along Eagle Road. And then on the other side of North Meridian, which is a little bit north off of Shinden and 10 Mile, you also have Fred Meyer, Costco, Walmart, Winco. And then around that same area, you have a lot of restaurants and shopping centers. So there's a lot to do.
There's just so many options.
And then if you get in the central heart of Meridian, there's still a lot to do. It's not going to be as much of your new developments like the Village or like the Costco and Winco area that I just mentioned, but you still have your groceries, you still have your scattered restaurants, you still have your coffee shops. So everywhere in North Meridian, there's pretty much something to do, and it's only going to be about a 5-minute drive from whatever subdivision you decide to live in. South Meridian, there's not as much to do because it's not as developed as North Meridian.
Yeah, that's a bummer.
There's a lot of developments, but a lot of it is residential, so there's not as much commercial. Once you get off of Overland Road and you go a mile past the Interstate South, most of it's going to be residential. You have a new Albertsons off of Eagle Road in Amity, and that's about the only new commercial development that has happened. Everything else is mostly subdivisions and houses, which makes it a little bit less convenient that if you need to run to the store or the restaurants or that you need to run some errands, you're going to have to commute either to Overland Road, which is not too bad, or if you want to get to the bulk of where everything's at, you're going to have to cross the interstate and get into Eagle Road and the Village and some of those areas, which makes the commutes a little bit longer. Those can be 10 or even 15-minute, even sometimes 20 minutes if you want to get all the way into the north side of Meridian or Boise. both South and North Meridian, your commutes are going to be fairly similar getting into Boise or getting into Nampa. The one big difference is if you want to get into Eagle and you want to get along the Boise River and the Greenbelt, North Meridian is going to be about 5 to 10 minutes, where if you live in South Meridian, it can be 15 or even sometimes takes me 30 minutes to get to the Greenbelt and some of the awesome amenities and things that the Boise River does have to offer. When it comes to housing, so North Meridian has just about everything that you could offer. So does South Meridian, but the difference is that North Meridian and along Shinden Road, you have a lot more options when it comes to luxury. So you have Spur Wing, which has good lot sizes on really nice homes, and then you have Castleberry and a lot of the things along Shinden. You're going to have some more luxury builds along the Boise River with awesome views. Stepping down a little bit, North Meridian has Saguaro Canyon, your Paramount, your Oaks, a lot of these subdivisions that they're newer developments. They're going to be a little bit nicer homes. They maybe have 4 or 5 bedrooms, a little bit larger lot sizes. The subdivisions may have 2 or even 3 pools. There's going to be a nice park in the neighborhood, or they have walking areas within the subdivision, with a lot of the subdivisions do offer, but these might just be a step up. You're going to have a ton of options in North Meridian, but you're also going to have the option of the older subdivisions with the $350,000 to $400,000 3-bedroom, 2-bathroom homes in the heart of Meridian, kind of centralized around Settlers Park or even off of Eagle Road, just a little bit north. So the housing options are there, but it is a little bit more expensive because of the locations that we talked about earlier. So North Meridian, you're going to be spending a little bit more for the same house than you might if you live in South Meridian.
That sucks.
The difference between South Meridian is the location, as I mentioned, but there's a lot more new development. So you're not going to have as many neighborhoods that are as mature with big, huge trees and a lot of time for that landscaping to kind of mature. You're going to have more of your new developments. A lot of the subdivisions in South Meridian are going to be your brand new homes by your Toll Brothers, your Hayden, a lot of these new builders that have come in and developed nice brand new subdivisions. So you have newer homes, which you do get in North Meridian, but South Meridian is definitely expanding because there's just more room. The other thing with housing in South Meridian is that there is more land opportunity in South Meridian just because of the space. And so you can find homes in South Meridian on an acre or an acre plus for $600,000 to $800,000. Where in North Meridian, there's just not the room, there's not the infrastructure. That's not what North Meridian has been for. So if you want an acre plus in North Meridian, you're gonna have to be spending 800 plus, usually $1 million plus, which is a benefit if you want some land. You have that option in South Meridian. The overall style and feel, I'd say South Meridian is really nice if you like to be a little bit outside of the city. It's similar to how Kuna is, and South Meridian connects to Kuna. So it has that kind of country feel. There's more farmland. You might have some scattered cornfields. You might see some cows or horses as you drive past your subdivision or to get to your house.
We're farmers. No, he's a farmer. I'm a herdsman.
Which is nice if you like to be outside of the hustle and bustle and some of the busy streets that Eagle Road and 10 Mile and Meridian have, that North Meridian has. North Meridian is going to be more if you like things to do, you like to be close and right at the heart of where everything is at. That's what North Meridian is going to offer. It's also going to have just more people, more centralized, a little bit more crammed. You're going to be right in the heart of the entire valley, which can be a preference for some people. The other thing with North Meridian is you're going to be in more vicinity to a lot of the school systems. So your schooling in North Meridian is going to have a little bit more options and more flexibility. If you want to move schools, you can find pretty much the same house in one part of North Meridian that you can in South Meridian, and they may have completely different school zones. Whereas in South Meridian, you're pretty much stuck to Lake Hazel Middle, Mountain View High School, maybe Meridian High School, but mostly Mountain View High School, Hillsdale Elementary, some of the elementary schools in South Meridian. So North Meridian does have a little bit more options when it comes to that. The overall safety, and just kind of my opinion, is the safety is going to be about the same. Maybe around downtown Meridian, it's a little bit safe with it, which is in North Meridian. South Meridian is going to be your more rural, like I talked about, but overall, Meridian is just a really safe city to live, so you're not going to have to worry between the two. My overall opinion is I love South Meridian, and I love that it's developing. I know that a lot of that commercial development that North Meridian has is coming to South Meridian. You have Topgolf in South Meridian right off of the Eagle Road exit, and as it expands more and more, and as CUNA expands, you're going to have more options in South Meridian. But I like that it has that kind of country, smaller town feel, because you're a little bit outside of the main heart of Meridian and the interstate. And North Meridian is an awesome place to live. That's where I grew up. That's where I went to high school. You have a lot to do, which is a big plus, is just being able to just drive down the road or even walk to a restaurant or walk to get your nails done or walk to the village. And a lot of those big parks that North Meridian has, like Kleiner Park and Settlers Park. And then your access to the Boise River is nice to just hop on Eagle Road and get to the green belt so you can walk along the river. Those are definitely some of the pluses of North Meridian, but deciding which one is just going to depend on your lifestyle and what you want. So if you have any questions, you want to know a little bit more detail, or I may have missed something, reach out to me, shoot me a text, book a call with me. I'd be happy to help, but thank you for watching.